Hi everyone. The camera is not working right now. I'm not sure what that's about, but I can't say I'm upset about it either. Since I don't love having a talking head, but I want to go over this week's assignments, starting with what's due today. If you remember correctly, you were supposed to participate in the online discussion, and remember that you are accessing that from Group 1 discussions or Group 2. The discussion 2 will close today, so make sure that you respond to your classmates if you haven't already done that. And then for the blogs, many of you have done this already, but also make sure you go in and comment to at least 2 classmates as well. And that assignment will be closed today as well. And then your grammar journal is due, and that's on fragments, run-on sentences, and comma splices. And remember that you're just going through the material. This should only take you about 45 minutes. You're listening to a podcast or two, which depending on what you need to accomplish, and then you're going to do some practices and then go ahead and turn in your journal. And then the last thing due today is your draft. You'll go to the peer review tab and you'll click on, if you scroll down, there's paper 1 draft exchange. Now there was a little something was wrong on here and I had to fix it, but it's fixed now, so everybody in the class should be able to see this. And you should just go to file exchange and then click on add file and add your file. Tomorrow I will, by noon, I will have peer review partners assigned, and I will post that on the announcements page, and so you can find out who your partner is, and you'll go right back on this same paper 1 draft exchange file, and you'll download your partner's paper, and then you'll peer review it, and then when you return it to your partner, you'll go back to peer review and go to paper 1 peer review to return and do the same thing. Go to file exchange and then attach it. So that's what's due today. Now let's talk about what's going on for next week. The next due date is next Wednesday, and so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the weekly content, go to week 4 and start working on that material. We have our learning outcomes here. Your due date, what's due next week, is Grammar and Style Journal 2 and your Paper 1 peer review. The reading assignments are on commas and semicolons, and then you'll also read about assessing your own writing. The peer review instructions are right here, so you can download that, and you can review the instructions. Went over to here we go. So here are just some questions that you can use as a guide to help you review your partner's paper. And you're also asked to use track changes. So let's take a look at what that looks like. I'm just going to open up one of my, got a bunch of, I'm having a little trouble with my Word today too. Okay, I'm just going to bring this document over just to show you. If you go to the review tab right here and click on track changes, then when you go in and you make edits in a person's in-text file, you can do that this way, and you're not required to necessarily edit your partner's paper, but if you have in-text comments, you can use track changes to help make some suggestions. The other thing you can do is simply highlight the part that you're wondering about and click on comments and type in a comment in the margin. And this is just a way for your partner to just see how other people see their writing. You are not required to edit the paper or make it better in any way, shape, or form. So if you're nervous about that, relax. What you should do is, if a sentence doesn't sound right, you might just highlight it and say, something's not right here, but I don't know how to fix it, or something's not right here, I think this is what you need to do. But you're not responsible for giving them correct information because you might not have it. You're only responsible for bringing your questions to your partner's attention. So make sure you're asking questions. Make sure you're saying, hey, I like that detail. I like the way you said this. Give them some pointers on what worked in their writing as well. These are pretty interesting papers, and so you should enjoy this process. There is, if you want a little bit more information, there is a peer review video that goes a little more in depth on how to create a peer review. And then the next thing you're going to do is turn in that peer review. You can do it from here, or like I said just a couple minutes ago, go through the peer review tab. And finally, the journal to punctuation journal. You can go here to launch it, or you can go over here, and you can see there are a bunch of different podcasts for you to choose from. You don't have to watch them all or listen to them all, but I would choose one or two that you think might be really helpful to you based on what you already know about punctuation and what you want to improve on or learn. And then there are some great interactive exercises for you to get some practice in, and then of course you'll turn in your journal here. Remember that there are 8 journal assignments this semester, but you only have to turn in 6. So if this is a busy week for you, you might skip this one. I would suggest you do this one because most people need brush up on their punctuation. But just know that there are 2 out of the 8 that you can skip. So that's pretty much what's going on for the next week. The week after, your final paper 1 with reflection will be due. So we'll wrap up this unit, and then we'll start talking about how to write for informing people. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you online.